Welcome to Bit Art. In this video we're gonna draw a simple beach scene. So follow along and draw with me. Select the color builder brush, and a light color blue for the sky. Draw your horizon line across the page. Now using the fill tool, fill the top section to complete the sky. Now select a darker blue for the water. Using the fill tool, fill in the water. Now select the wash brush. We're going to use this to bring some of the sky blue down into the lighter section. You don't want to completely fill a lighter section because you want to keep a light horizon. Go slow as you do this, so you don't get any of the lighter sky into the water. Now, using the blending tool, blend the horizon together. Again, be careful not to blend into the water. Now we're going to add some hazy, far-off background clouds into the sky. Choose the salty watercolor brush and the color white. Now create several dotted lines across the sky. Be careful not to overdo it. Now use the wash brush, and spread the dots out to create the far-off clouds. Make sure you soften all of the edges of the hard dots. Again, try not to overdo it. Now, let's add some clouds. Choose the salty watercolor brush, and the color white. Add the cloud forms in, by adding dots. Don't paint the clouds in. When adding in these type of puffy clouds, two things that are important. Number 1. Try to be random. Our minds automatically try to create a pattern, but pattern clouds don't look real. Number 2 is to add different colors, to give the clouds depth and texture. Now we're going to add a second layer. Using the salty watercolor brush and a darker color. I like to use a gray-blue for the second layer, add in a touch of the second color. Using the blending tool, blend the colors together, softening the edges of the clouds. Go slow, and use a circular motion. This makes the clouds appear more puffy. Now we're going to add another color, closer to the color of the sky. This will add depth to the clouds, and give a more transparent look in certain spots. And, I'm going to add more white, around the edges. And now, we finish them off using the blending tool, again going slow, and using circular motions. Start with a very low flow, increasing it if needed. It's not blending enough for me, so I increased the flow of the blending tool. Keep in mind to blend the rough edges, to make them look puffy. If you're not happy with how your clouds look, you can always add more colors or more white. Now with our clouds done, we'll focus on the beach and the water. Select an eraser tool, and erase the area that is going to be the beach. Now create a new layer, and using the salty watercolor brush, and the color a bit darker than the water, create wave shadows. These shadows will be underneath the white of the waves. Don't overdo it, too many waves will make the water look cramped and unrealistic. Now using the salty watercolor brush, and the color white, create the tops of the waves. Remember to dot the color on, and not paint. Painting with the salty watercolor brush will look smeared. Keep layering on top of the wave, until you are satisfied with the look. Feel free to add in some more smaller waves to fill in any open areas, and give it a little more depth. Now let's finish up with the beach. Select the blender brush tool, and a dark brown for the sand closest to the water. You can add a second, and even a third layer, to darken the color. Now in the color wheel, use a lighter color for the second row of sand. Using the color wheel again, lighten the color even more for the sand furthest away from the water. Now using the blending tool, blend all of the lines of sand together. For the final touch, choose the salty watercolor brush, and white again, and add a few small waves right at the sand line. Now, sign your new drawing. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to draw a quick and easy beach scene. Thanks for watching.